E for MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com, and we are just into the open. Reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose if you're playing this game. Okay, we have opened below the squeeze pivot, taking out yesterday's low. We said there's an 83 gap that was unfilled, and potentially a target. And we said if we get to the 83s to 82s, consider that the primary target. And yesterday we were relying on 78 support. So we said that will be our next support that we were considering would be in play today. And this is your 5-minute chart. And anybody that is shorting, this is considered shorting in the hole. And we are about 20 points off of the overnight high. And we have shaken out all of yesterday's buyers with this move. Still going to use the idea of 78 support for now as a support target. That gets beat, 75's on the table. And we can hit one bounce at least today, maybe a couple. Now this is a 5-minute chart. And we can go to a 10 to get a little bit deeper look when we have this type of an open. And this was that third time through trade that potentially is getting retested. Just trying to put those ideas together to help you see some sequencing. So that 78 still supportive. Okay, so in our predictive model, we can slide everything down now. Right? That's all we can do. As the market moves, we're going to move these concepts. Say, okay, show me. Rather than listen to your own opinion or anybody else's, you're looking at something like this model. And we've come a long way here. We've taken out yesterday's low. So the immediate target normally, obviously, is 1 point underneath it. And if you can keep on coming, then you're going to be looking for this 80 to 79 area typically. Right about 5 points underneath that. So there's the predictive model. Failure up here. Flipper here, 91. And you get good fortune coming down to test this 80 zone. So about 20 points off of the high. Sean, does that help? Good. First things first. We don't know if the low is in yet. We know just by looking at the widget, we've got a 20-point trade. We know that the middle was that magnet that we had at 90. That was our first target. And then we say maybe we can get down, test at 87. If we bust that, then yesterday's low is available for testing. And if we bust that, obviously you've got that 78 to 82 zone that needs to be rectified. And here's your third time through trade right there. You can see it. So train your mind to see these things. Right? Third time through. Zeke, thank you for your posts. Zeke is always on top of what may or may not be the reasons, the fundamental reasons, and then we're trying to read the tape in terms of prior support and resistance. So step by step, we have said on this chart, this low gets broken. And the next one becomes available for testing, right? Here we are. And if that gets broken, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a little doji right there. These are 30-minute bars just underneath, right? That's the next support bar. And a lot of times you'll find it'll wash out but won't go to the next one. You know, it's just a matter of proportion. So we're looking at this area right here, just below 78 as our support right now, just based on relationships, right? That's your 40 back. I'm going to be just a tad higher because I've got adjusted for that tick up there. So I'm considering this profit-taking swing. Nothing more until we take out the middle and take out 60 backs. And this is healthy for the market. Get your double top, pull back, knock out these traders who thought that all you got to do is close your eyes and buy. And I'm still considering the market neutral because these are pullbacks in a strong uptrend. It certainly neutralizes the expectations of the long side when we come back and get a solid thrust. But I'm still considering this relatively neutral. Okay, angel attempt. Yeah, very low volume. All right, for now, all we know is what we had called earlier, this battle right here, right? Said, okay, it looks like 98. At the time, we talked about this 97 to 95 battle. That was this bar right here, pre-market, when I said, okay, here's our battle. Bots are already battling 97, 95. And we can see who won that one. 78 stop for anybody buying, and going to run into resistance several times on the way back for any meaningful bounce. And this we can see washes out all of these traders that were above this. We always keep an eye on this line too, because this is kind of one of those thresholds that we want to see. Is it an undercut low, or do we keep coming back this way on that? Because this was a third time through breakout. So this is a retest of that breakout. That's all we know. And little guys, retail is going to say, oh my God, I just lost 2 points. You know, the big boys are going to say, hey, until this guy down here breaks, I'm committed. That's very important. Those lows right down there. So this is one way for us to judge and gauge the strength of breakouts. Do they get supported? Or in fact, do we abandon these areas and come back deeper? See, that's the question right now. And it should not escape your view that we have taken out both sides of yesterday's range. And that's something that I always look for, or try to look for. Not always. Sometimes I forget. But notice how the top, yesterday's high, is broken. Traps, this is called the turtle trap, right? Turtle trap. Well, yeah, we're going. And it pulls back overnight. Bang. And this morning we get this and we take out the low. There's a very nasty pattern when it does that. Gets both sides, especially now if it comes back up, gets back into that range. So we're going to pay attention to that today. Very important idea. And things I'm trying to show you are things that over time will give you an edge. Looks to me like they've taken yesterday's low and made that RTH middle, right? Equidistant move above and below. Seeks identified 92.88 as the half gap. So let's call that 93. And that would obviously be a retest. Okay, so top of this yellow circle is the half gap trade, and we're considering that resistance. First things first, got to get out of Dodge. 85 is the first. Get out of Dodge right here. So normally you're going to get this 82, 85 rotation, and then got to get by 88s. So for now, here's our primary battlefield, in my opinion. If the low holds, I'm not saying it's going to, but if it holds, this is our primary battlefield right now, that green circle. And if you are long, make sure you are paid. Coming back into that 87.5, which was our support pivot at the time, because that would be a retest. Don't think big right now. It's going to take some time, I believe. And shorts, anybody shorting aggressively now, don't let it run against you. Let's play a play a little box like this right now. Figure that's the range we've got. 78 support, 88 resistance. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about 2902. Don't think about 2872. Don't think about 2864. Just think about that range right now, because that range needs to be resolved before anything else. That's what a day trader does.